Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of The Outer Worlds. We're having a look around the southern buildings just outside of Stella Bay, looking for a character called Braxton who has gone missing. I believe he was making a delivery around here to one of those buildings. I suspect that one that we've got the lovely quest target on, but we're going to explore everything here because we have not been to these buildings yet and there could be anything lurking around. We definitely want to go in there, but I think we'll do the other bits first and we'll come back to that. Otherwise, chances are I might end up getting distracted by stuff. And if there's no mobs here, then it's going to be not much of a problem to get around and look at stuff. Interesting. So, did this thing, like, claw through the wall? This is a horrible place. There may not be much to see in... hello. Down it goes.
Here we go.
And there's its friend. And there are marauders down the end.
Like true professionals.
We're okay for the moment. If there are mobs here, then we need to keep our wits about us and not just randomly stumble into death like we did last episode. Grab what we can from around here. Dead marauder near the toilet, not on the toilet. Officer's spine will be able to get some weapon parts out of that. This looks like some kind of church. Canned meat's always welcome, even if we don't use it, we can sell it. Which, to be honest, is probably what we'll end up doing. Take out the marauder with a nice and easy shot. Are they coming out? They are. Oh, just over his shoulder. Disappointing. Well, my team's got them, so we don't need to stress too much about it. Oh, don't step right in front of me. That's really unhelpful, Max. Well, this time we have nothing to do because our shop was blocked. Rather unceremoniously. Let's check up before we go back to the main road. Okay, so there is an inn up here. And that's just going to lead back to town. Yeah. Okay. Doesn't look like there's much of a beach. So let's loot what we can. Nothing in that bin. Let's head up, check the upstairs, and then we'll check the downstairs, and we'll start making our way back over the other side. That person looks pretty dead. Died with tarmac and cheese and some kind of little toy thing. Weapon parts, that's good. Pulse hammer which we can turn into parts. I think we've got everything up here. Okay, let's go downstairs. Oh, I saw a way into the downstairs. Just round here, there we go. Some wine. More purple. There's a lot of purple berry stuff here. Ooh, okay. Plasma launcher in the safe. And a vented Mark III helmet. It's not going to cost us anything to get in there. It's only 21 armor, so we're probably not going to wear it. We have plenty of ammo. We could probably sell some of our ammo. Assuming it's possible to sell our ammo. I don't think I've really considered it. There is something else over that way. I suppose it goes out of town properly. Doesn't look like anyone cared that we took their head off. And that's Amber Heights down that way, yeah. We're going to need to go to Amber Heights and Fallbrook for other quests, but that will be a little bit down the line, I think. Do all of your stuff and your stuff. And that brings us to the church. Which kind of looks like it's more being used as storage than anything. Maybe some kind of med bay? Well, I think he's gotten into the wine and died because of it. Not seeing anything over there. What's this? It's a book. Maybe Max will appreciate that. Can't take any of the others, though. Oh, hello. A nice hat. Ooh, and another gun and weapon. Let's have a look at that hat. Leadership skills +5, persuade +7. This is worth us holding on to. It doesn't weigh anything either, so definitely feels worth it. Not that we really use persuade much, but having the option might be useful at some point. And in fact, while I think about it, so leadership skills +5. That's just inspiration and determination. Yeah. All the companion related stuff, which we're not really doing this trip. A little bit more ammo. I was expecting like more med supplies over in this little bit, but I guess you can't always get what you want. Let's go check out the building that he might be in. Some little outhouses just up here. Let's have a look before we go in. Boom!
It was a nice warm-up.
More than a nice warm-up where we took his head clean off. I do like the shotgun every now and then for a change. Dispensary supply room key. I'm sure that will become useful. Lab protected monocle. Yeah. So these are just mausoleums, I guess. Although with a light like that, I feel like this should be openable. Not seeing anything to do with the gravestones, so maybe it's not a challenge or something like that. Very nicely lit graves. Okay, let's see if we can find this guy. Into the Mather residence we go. We should probably sneak around. There may not be anyone alive in here, but just in case there is something going on.
A visitor? What an
So much for
unexpected
sneaking.
surprise! Please, come in. Come in.
I, for one, welcome a reprieve from our travels. That is, if you'll have us, kind sir.
Oh, shut up,
That's
Max.
the spirit. Now come in. Make yourselves comfortable.
This is quite clearly a trap. I'm looking for a man named Braxton. He supposedly came by here.
I'm afraid we don't get many visitors out here. The raptidons and marauders scare off all but the boldest. And if you've braved them, you must be exhausted. Why don't you stay for dinner?
Are you sure you haven't seen Braxton? I heard he was delivering medicine.
I'm sure I would remember something like that. Now, quit fretting yourself about that. Make yourself at home. Dinner's almost ready.
This is definitely feeling sketchy.
What do you think you're doing?
Ah, you spotted us, Levi. Nothing at all.
Just keep your fingers to your own self, okay?
I wonder, can I pick you instead? No. Not gonna like it. But he didn't notice. This is a long pocket pick. Right, there's the Mather house key.
Make him
Okay, I guess we're doing it this way.
Nice one.
Well, if she's giving up, you guys don't have to completely... Well, I guess maybe you do. Okay, so... Levi Mather had nothing. There's the Mather house key. I guess we'll find out what actually happened. I don't mind killing people, but... Yeah, I felt like they didn't all need to die there. At least our crime is kind of limited to just this house. Hey, Lizzie. Round the corner we go. Bang! In the face.
Warmed up now.
So, kill the Mather family. Check. Let's not open that just yet. Let's see what's in this place. It's a pretty nice, nice place, all in all. Yeah, it's a shame they had to die. And they wouldn't have had to die if they weren't so sketchy. Yeah, we're going to unlock that as well in a moment. So we've got two proper locked rooms that need keys. Let's start with this one. Well, I think there is.
I thought I'd seen the worst of humanity before.
These.
Who does something like this?
Actually, could we have seen that from here? Maybe just enough to see that there was something. So yeah, that's Braxton. If lost, please return to Velma Ballard. or current supervisor of MSI Fishery Operations. Well, we know that he got killed. Why is a bit of a question. Could just be that they are weird psychopaths. But we're going to want to head back to Velma and let her know what we found. Okay, what's in here then? Oh, this just goes outside to a different part. Right. That's all fine and good. We're actually pretty close to the fishery, so it wouldn't take much for us to head back. How could we have gotten up here, is the question. There might have been some parkour opportunity. I don't think so. Potentially from over here. Feels a bit of a stretch to have gotten up here though. Ow. Well, that ankle will come back in short time. Yeah, there's no up in there, so to speak. Okay, let's head in and talk at the fishery, and then we will start heading out. Devil's Peak will be on the way to Fallbrook, so we can stop by there for Radio Free Monarch. Coming in from this side, I want to check if there's any lootables near the entrance. Okay, that goes to the docks. So that's the exit that we saw with the little hatch. I suppose they both get us in. The other one would probably get us ever so slightly closer, but there's really not going to be much in it.
Black fucking hole! Oh, that smarts! Damn near twisted my ankle right there.
What are you
I
complaining
thought
about,
men and women
Max?
of the cloth were supposed to be all meek and patient-like.
The universal plan favors the bold, Dr. Fenhill.
The universal plan.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
I've got some bad news.
That he's got his load on and I'm stuck covering his shift?
It's worse than that.
That's... Wow. I sure feel like an ass now.
Well, you can still be entitled to your comments, but maybe you can hire someone better now.
Oh, sure. Because Monarch's just teeming with experts in the finer points of salt tuna health. Still, it's good to know what happened to him. And that I ought to start looking for a replacement.
Yep.
Something else on your mind?
No, actually, that's it. I just wanted to give you that so we can get a level up. Right. In on the skills. So we've been pushing our lockpick up a fair amount. I think what I'll do is I'll push up Intimidate by 5. And then I'd like to start getting Engineering up a little bit more. But at the same time, we need to keep our lockpick going up as well. So we'll do 5 on the lockpick this time. And then in on the perks, we've finally got access to tier 3. 50% extra science damage. I think that's likely going to be what we go for. Armor Master is very interesting. Skill bonuses from armor you wear. Ooh. That really is interesting, because that means when we're getting bonuses to lockpick and stuff, that would certainly boost it. Super pack mule. Maybe. Improvised weapon damage and then reduced degradation. Okay. Tossball equipment is not considered improvised. This has got the potential to be very powerful. While in time dilation, extra damage is dealt as long as you keep attacking the same target. Penetrating shots, I like the sound of that. Boom headshot has got the potential to be very powerful. Alright, we're going to go with wild science for now. But there is a lot of stuff in this perk list that I would like to get access to. Perks for Ellie. What are we going to do with you? We still haven't really played with companion abilities. Let's go with 50% extra healing from the inhaler when we're on low health. And then over on the Vicar. I like the idea of trick shot. Okay, so I assume that they activate them automatically. Having it bypass some of the target's armor, I think, is going to be useful. Let's check. Let's check Ellie's ability. Quick draw. Okay, maybe it is those 2 extra buttons that we've got then. So C for quick draw and V for trick shot. So we can start specifically choosing to activate those. I think that's what we're going to need to do. While we're here, let's do some tinkering. So I think it's worth us breaking down stuff we're not going to use, so we've got more weapon parts for repairing in the field. Yeah, all the pulse hammers can go, plasma launch can go, that hunting rifle can go. I need to get a replacement for the hunting rifle, is what I'm telling myself. That can go. Well, our hat is better, so that can go. Two-handed melee, we don't care. What have I got on at the moment? Have I got the wrong armor on? No, I've got the correct armor on. So this can get taken away as well. Okay, we've got enough armor parts. We'll be able to sell all the rest. So, tinkering. It's so expensive to boost the damage on the shrink ray. But I do feel like it needs to do more. We could boost some of our companions' weapons. For a relatively small investment. In order to get them hitting a bit harder. So we'll take it up to the point where it's going to be... that's a nice pistol. Actually, if 25 is the maximum level, this can go up a lot. It's just going to end up very expensive when it gets there. We may as well max out our companions' stuff as much as possible. Oh, that's going to be very expensive. Okay, maxed out. Let's start putting some more in our science gun. Wow, 10k for the next one. I do think it is definitely worth it. Just to help us get past armor when it's a little bit damaged. But we are now pretty much out of money for worthwhile investments. There we go. A little bit more on this. And we are now fully out of money. Okay. In terms of modding, we could look at doing some mods for our friends. Critical damage up? Yeah. Let's stick that on. Let's increase the magazine size. And I don't think this is really going to give much benefit for our companion. Oh, put the effective range up. Yeah, let's do that. Extendo sight. Okay. How about the impact hammer? What can we do with this? Attack speed up. That seems good. Turn it into N-ray damage. That's interesting. It makes it 50% less effective in terms of like actual damage, but I'm sure there'll be something that it's beneficial to do that against. We won't do that just yet. As for Max's stuff, we'll do much the same. So magazine, bit of extra crit, and the extendo sight. And then on the tossable stick, attack speed up, and power attack damage up. Okay, everyone is upgraded, or at least as upgraded as they're gonna be. So let's get back out into the wilderness and pick up the next quest. Which I think will actually be Radio Free Monarch, so this is a good one for us to have set up. Wow, people are already talking about it. Word spreads quickly here. Diet toothpaste. Slim and shine. Okay, so having a look at the map. We've been through this. That's where Devil's Peak is. I think let's follow the road round. We'll explore this batch of buildings and this bit here, and then we'll potentially come across round this side.
Didn't realize you were an ex-con, Vicar.
technically, I was a priest, not a prisoner.
Oh, so you could leave whenever you wanted.
No, I had to fulfill my duties first.
Then you had a sentence.
Not exactly.
You just got a lot more interesting, preacher.
I don't know if he really did. It all sounds like a lot of tosh to me.
Here we go!
Don't mess with us.
Right, mechanical down. That guy's head popped. Now our shrink ray should be doing an additional 50% damage on top of the upgrades that we did. So when we do eventually switch across to it, we'll probably notice quite a significant change in our damage output. Let's have a little look at the map. Yeah, I kind of want to check off to the side. There we go. There's Raptidons off on the
You
side.
won't get any mercy from me.
All extra XP. That's why we do this. For the XP and the sweet, sweet loot. So I think we'll probably go back and follow the road round in case there's anything that we care about on the road. So what's this saying? For Cascadia this way? Yeah, exactly what we thought. Actually took the guy's head off completely.
Nice hit!
Down they go!
Out of the way, Max. Got a really good hit on him. Let's
Don't
move
mess
in.
with us!
Mechanical landed really far forwards. That jump jet that it's got. Properly flying through the air. Yeah, I need to sell a lot more things if I'm going to keep feeding my... What's growling over there? You, Raptidon Spitter. Can't quite see while crouching, so we'll do it while standing. I like the pistol. That triple shot pistol that Ellie's got. Actually, can I... Oh, you know what? We probably can't do companion abilities because we don't have the leadership abilities. There we go. So if we just put 10 points into leadership, we'll be able to do companion abilities. Although, apparently we do have enough at the moment. Because of the Silver Tongue kit, so... Yeah, I think it's a little bugged because we don't have it directly available, or maybe I need to select a target first. Either way, there are questions. These guys did not have a good time. That's what happens when you live near Raptidons, isn't it? Where does this go? Ah, this is like a little cut through. Okay, well, let's follow the road round. Here, more Raptidons off to the side. Let's get a bit higher. Better angle on them.
Understood.
Here
Nice
we
hit!
go!
Okay, you're dead.
Don't mess with us!
Yeah, of Cool. Bunch of XP. And now we can see the buildings. A little box on the side and someone who died up on a ledge. Deadeye assault rifle, okay. So, hypothetically, I really like it. I would like to know what its general durability is, because it's got to be more than our current one. With the special effect of execute, I wonder if that means activating time dilation can trigger that. We'll hold on to it and see about maybe trying to upgrade it. Because as much as I love this gun, it does take a lot of maintenance.
Here we go!
Shotgun time. Shotgun definitely works for clearing out cannons. They just don't have the armor. Okay, so this is the Bayside Terrace Ruins. Well, I think we'll stop here for right now, and we'll pick this up next time. We've got some exploring to do around this little section, and then we'll carry on moving south. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of The Outer Worlds. See you soon.